Her coffee was still warm. Gone. The Sauter family vanished on Christmas night 1945 after their West Virginia home caught fire, but investigators never found 5 of the children's remains in the rubble. Their parents refused to believe they died. For decades, according to investigators, the case produced 0 confirmed answers. Then there's the 1969 disappearance of Paula Jean Weldon, who walked into Vermont's Long Trail in broad daylight with witnesses watching. She rounded a bend, vanished, no trace ever recovered, no body, no clues. These weren't remote locations or risky situations. These were ordinary moments. Dinner tables, hiking paths, family homes, and then nothing. Investigators reportedly still have no definitive explanation for either case. So here's what I need to know. What do you think happened? Follow for more cold cases that will keep you up at night. Before we go further, you need to know these weren't strangers passing through. These were real women with real lives rooted in that community. Sherrill Levitt was 47 years old. By every account, she was warm, outgoing, the kind of mother who kept her door open to her daughter's friends. She worked as a hairstylist and was well known in Springfield. She wasn't someone who vanished quietly from her own life. Suzie Clarke was 19. She had just graduated, had friends who loved her, had a future in front of her. According to people who knew her, she and her mother were close. The kind of close where Stacy practically felt like a second daughter in that house. Stacy McCall was also 19. She had originally planned to spend the night elsewhere after the graduation party at another friend's house, but those plans changed last minute. She ended up at Suzie's instead. That last-minute decision, that small pivot in a teenager's evening, may have put her in the middle of something that swallowed all 3 of them whole. 3 women. 3 entirely separate lives, all gone from the same house in the same night, without a single witness coming forward to say they saw anything at all. And here's what makes the silence even heavier. Springfield is not a small backwoods town. It's Missouri's 3rd largest city. People were around. Someone should have seen something. But this is where the story stops making sense. When police were called that morning, they did not immediately treat the scene as a crime scene. At first glance, everything looked almost normal. Too normal, as it turned out. There were no signs of a violent struggle. Nothing was ransacked. The house looked like 3 people had simply stepped outside for a moment and hadn't come back yet. But investigators noticed things that didn't add up. The broken porch light was one. The other was a broken fingernail, reportedly found near the front of the house, that appeared to belong to Sherrill. It suggested, according to investigators, that there may have been some kind of brief physical confrontation near the entrance. Not a prolonged fight, not a massacre, something fast. The phones had reportedly received a hang-up call at some point during the night, though the significance of that detail has been debated over the years. The dog, a small terrier mix, had not been harmed, had not escaped, and showed no signs of distress that would suggest a chaotic or violent scene inside the home. Whatever happened, it happened quickly. Controlled, organized. That detail alone is chilling, because disorganized crimes leave messes. They leave evidence. What investigators found at that house suggested something far more deliberate. Over the following weeks, tips flooded in. The case made local and national news. Psychics called. Volunteers searched fields and wooded areas outside Springfield. Investigators pursued hundreds of leads. Every single one went cold. No bodies, no confirmed suspects charged, no crime scene. 30 years of nothing except the questions that never stopped. The case has no physical evidence and no confirmed answers. Theories fill the vacuum. And over 30 years, the Springfield Three case has generated more than its share. One theory suggests the women knew whoever came to that door. The lack of a struggle, The sense that 3 people went quietly has led some investigators and true crime researchers to believe this wasn't a random attack by a stranger. One theory suggests someone knocked, someone answered, and what happened next was over before anyone could react. Another angle that investigators have reportedly examined over the years involves a man named Robert Craig Cox. In 1992, that same year, Cox reportedly told people in a bar that the 3 women were dead and would never be found. He has never been charged in connection with the case. Cox has since been imprisoned for an unrelated crime. He has repeatedly denied involvement. Investigators have looked at him multiple times. No charges have ever been filed, and no physical evidence has publicly connected him to the disappearance. There are other theories, too, that more than one person was involved given the logistics of making 3 adults disappear without a scene, that the women were transported somewhere in the Springfield area, that answers may lie in locations that have already been searched and searched again. A $35,000 reward has been offered for information. Tipsters have come forward over the decades. None of it has cracked the case open. And then there's the detail investigators keep returning to. The broken porch light, swept up carefully. That one small act of tidiness in an otherwise invisible crime. Somebody broke that light deliberately. Somebody didn't want to be seen standing at that door in the dark. Somebody planned this. The families never stopped. That matters. It needs to be said clearly. Suzie's father, Sherrill's ex-husband, and the families of all 3 women have spent decades keeping this case alive. They've done media interviews, pushed for renewed investigations, kept the names of Sherrill Levitt, Suzie Clarke, and Stacy McCall in front of the public even when the news cycle moved on. Because for these families, the case never moved on. It never could. The Springfield Police Department has maintained an open investigation. Over the years, advances in forensic technology have allowed investigators to re-examine old evidence. Ground-penetrating radar has reportedly been used to search certain properties in the Springfield area based on tips that came in over the years. Nothing confirmed has ever been publicly announced as a result. What's particularly haunting is the math of time. The people who were teenagers in 1992 are now in their 50s. The generation that might have whispered something at a party, that might have heard a story, that might have noticed a truck or a car or a conversation that didn't quite fit. They've lived entire lives since that night. Memories fade, people die, evidence degrades. And yet, the case file stays open, because somewhere in Springfield, Missouri, or somewhere connected to it, 3 women walked into a quiet house on a summer night and never walked back out. No trace of them has ever been found. Not a fragment, not a thread. 30+ years of searching and the earth has given nothing back. Remember the question we started with? 3 women, a broken porch light, and nothing else. How do 3 people vanish from inside a house, from their own lives, without leaving a single answer behind? The truth is, we still don't know. And the families of Sherrill Levitt, Suzie Clarke, and Stacy McCall are still waiting for the day someone, somewhere, finally decides to tell it. If you have any information about the Springfield Three, the Springfield Police Department's tip line remains active. These women deserve answers. Their families deserve to know. The cold archive never closes a file. What do you think happened? Tell us in the comments and subscribe because the next file is already open.